What's up, guys? It's BradThomas here with GoldBoys, and I want to talk to you about Thursday night football. The Denver Broncos travel to New Orleans to take on the Saints. And before we get into the action, I want to let you know all these odds can be found on FanDuel Sportsbook. Right now, the Denver Broncos are a 2.5-point favorite, total set at 36.5. I'm going to go ahead with my first bet, and I'm going to take the Denver Broncos minus 2.5. Defensively, the Broncos have shown me enough that they can get the job done. They're going to be without Patrick Surtain. Yes, that hurts. The best cornerback in football. But the pass rush has been getting home. The front seven has been strong. And I don't trust the New Orleans Saints. Ever since the Saints started off being this team that feel like they're going to score on every single drive, every time they have the ball, they're going to find the end zone. It doesn't happen, right? In their last 5 games, they have lost to, they did cover and beat the Cowboys before Saints fans throw rocks at me or poke me with a voodoo doll, poke my voodoo doll, whatever voodoo magic they do out in Bourbon Street. Anyways, they lost to the Eagles. They lost to the Falcons. They lost to the Chiefs, and they got destroyed by the Buccaneers. I want to talk about the Buccaneers game for a second. In the Bucs game, it felt like the Bucs were doing everything in their power to literally hand the ball to the Saints, whether that be fumbles, whether that be Baker Mayfield throwing 3 interceptions. I actually fell asleep during the game, right? A little under the weather. I was like, the Buccaneers, as you can see, I'm a Bucs fan, suck. They're going to lose to Spencer Rattler and the depleted Saints. Next thing you know, I wake up, we're winning, we score 50 points. How many teams in the NFL have scored 50 points this season? One, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Saints let them do it. And why I am using that as a reference, I know this is not about the Buccaneers, it's about the Saints. There was something we could always rely on, always count on with the New Orleans Saints over like the past 10 years. Whether their offense was anemic, whether their offense had Drew Brees and they were phenomenal, their defense was always stout. That is no longer the case. This defense is icky. The defense is not good. Now we move over to the offensive side of the ball, a team riddled with injuries. First, let's talk about it. Derek Carr out, oblique injury. Spencer Rattler steps in. Spencer Rattler may be the future of this team, but he's not quite there yet, right? Still wet behind the ears. Then let's talk about their gadget guy, Mr. Scores when he gets to the red zone, Taysom Hill. Still questionable with rib injuries. I think he was limited in practice, may have not practiced at the time of this video. And then their backup running back, Mr. Kendre Miller. Well, Kendre Miller, he is still questionable. But, that's not even like the least of their worries. They have bigger fish to fry than those 3 guys. Shaheed, their phenomenal, game-breaking, field-stretching wide receiver, just had successful surgery. That is a bummer. Their early draft pick in Mr. Chris Olave, the Ohio State wide receiver, concussion protocol. I swear on everything holy, if the Denver Broncos cannot defeat this depleted Saints team, a Saints team where Mr. Spencer Rattler, the backup quarterback, true rookie, I was about to say true freshman because I'm still thinking about him in his college days. If they can't beat this team, dude's throwing to gym teachers right now, guys who were working other jobs to support their dream, then it is blouses for this Broncos team. You cannot make the excuse that Patrick Surtain is out. So I'm going to go with the Broncos, -2 in this game. Both teams are pretty banged up in their own right, but it's a defensive battle. And I have to go with the Broncos. Broncos haven't kind of flashed on offense, only averaging like 5 yards per play. But defensively is really where they've hung their hat, not letting teams be able to run the ball. They've been getting turnovers, turning the quarterbacks over, and they've had good defense in the red zone. Another prop, before I get into it, I want to invite you to make sure to smash the like button. Boom, smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, and ring the bell. If you ring the bell, it lets you know, when we drop a new video or we go live. That way you can get all of the betting content you possibly need. Next prop. It's plus money. Alvin Kamara, 40+ receiving yards. Mr. Kamara. When I was talking on the earlier show, The Gold Standard, which you can also find on this YouTube channel, I was like, there was no lines out. The projected rush total was going to be for Kamara around 40, 85.5, which is way crazy. He wasn't betting that. He hasn't gone over 85.5 since they played Philly, where he had 87. He had 26 carries in that game. He's going to touch the ball a lot, but I actually think he's going to be touching the ball in the pass game a lot. In the last 3 games, he's seen 8, 8, and 9 targets. That's correct. Hasn't seen less than 8 targets in the last 3 games. He's seen at least 40 yards in 2 of the 3. Last game, he only had 5 receptions. The other 2 had 6 and 7. I think you're going to see a heavy dosage of Mr. Alvin Kamara, because when there is no real relationship between the quarterback and the wide receivers, because all of your wide receivers are injured, you go to your safety net. And who better to throw it to than a great pass catching running back? That's Alvin Kamara, 40 plus yards. And I'm BradThomas, giving you my Thursday scoop. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the video. Best of luck. Take care.